Adiutorium meum intende, Domine ad adiuvantum festina, Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto, sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Alleluia. Only you long to see.
Today is January 3rd, 2026. Happy New Year. It's been a while since I did a reflection hour. And it happens not to be 4 a.m. today. It's the evening. But in my last reflective hour, I spoke about the fact that I feel that my soul is undergoing a spiritual awakening, and that it has been occurring pretty acutely even before I was diagnosed with cancer. And it's marked by a lot of emotion, a lot of spontaneous emotion, a lot of crying, a lot of emotion to tears, And it's characterized by a sense of a growing love, universal love for my humanity, my fellow human beings, and love for God, which doesn't come from our merit, it doesn't come from me, but is a gift. We cannot love God of our own strength and content. It is a content that's put in there by God, and then we choose how we respond to it. That's where we are free. We choose how to respond to the gifts that God gives us. And the gift of the love for God and the love for our fellow human being is a very profound and beautiful gift, probably the best gift ever. And we would be wretched, incredibly wretched, if we were to reject that gift. But it is a gift. And I thought I'd do a reflective hour today because I wanted to sort of touch upon what brought me to great emotion most recently. So today, as I undergo my spiritual reflections, I've been distracted a lot by the pain I've been undergoing, the neurological pain. It seems as though the chemotherapy has literally fried my nerves. It's like, this is your nerves and drugs. Any questions? In a frying pan. That's what it feels like. The chemotherapy has fried my nerves and my feet, and so I've been undergoing a lot of unpleasant nerve pain, and so I've been distracted a lot by that. But when I do get to my spiritually contemplative times, what brings me the most emotion right now, today in particular, is what I call the wasted opportunities for life that we allow ourselves to undergo experience as human beings. And particularly because of envy. E-N-V-Y. Envy. There is a negative human emotion where if we think that someone is doing well, or we see that they're not suffering much, or they're living well, we envy them.
My
and we
lips
may
will
have
speak
negative
your
emotions towards them because we are not doing as
So
well,
I will bless you all my life.
or we will resent them doing well in
In
some
your
way.
name I will lift up
And them doing well
my
is just
hands.
them experiencing life, right?
My soul shall be filled as
So
with a
if we allow
faithful
ourselves to
way.
be
My mouth shall praise you with joy.
disappointed by other people living well,
On
to the
my
point
bed
where we
I
have
remember
some
you.
small inclination on our heart to say
For
that they
you are
suffer
near
some
to
too,
the night.
it
For
is so
you
sad.
have been my help.
It is so incredibly,
In the
incredibly
shadow
sad.
of your wings I
It's
rejoice.
sad to God. It's so sad.
My soul clings to
Because I
you.
experienced that abysmal sadness
Your
today
right hand holds me
when I
fast.
think about the ways that
Gloria
sometimes it's
patria
easier to
filio
imagine yourself,
et Spiritui
the truth of something when you were the
Sancto.
victim of it. So
Sicut erat in
now that my
principio
mother
et
passed
nunc
on
et
and I have
semper
more opportunity to spend with my
et in
father, I
saecula
spent a few days with my father and we were talking,
saeculorum.
and he was communicating stories
The
about his
heart
life,
can open their
and
treasure.
how in the old country, when we were
And
doing well as a family,
offer to the Lord
when he was doing quite well
gifts of
with his honey
gold,
business,
frankincense, and
there
myrrh.
was so much envy coming at him from different parts of the community.
Bless the Lord.
But that's just an
Servants of the
example,
Lord,
you know.
bless the Lord. Spirits and souls of the just,
But
bless
the
the
bigger
Lord.
point I'm making
Holy men
is I'm not
among the
just
Lord,
grieving for the
bless
fact
the
that our family
Lord.
underwent this
And
loss of
forever and
life
ever each I shall
as a
bless
result
the
of
Lord.
envy,
Praise and
but I'm
exalt him above
lamenting
all forever.
deeply spiritually. I'm lamenting
Let us bless the
that even
Father
in
and the
us right
Son
now
and
we
the
may have a
Holy
tendency
Spirit.
to envy.
Let us praise and exalt him
We may have a
above all
tendency not to see someone do as well
forever. Blessed are you, Lord,
because
Lord
we
God
prefer to be the
Almighty.
one doing as well.
Praiseworthy and glorious and
In my
exalted
last
above all forever.
reflective hour, I mentioned the passion of Cain, the disease
Mighty
of Cain.
seas and
Am I my brother's keeper? This is probably related. These two things are probably related
bless the
because Cain
Lord.
envied his brother's
Sing his
sacrifice to God.
praises.
And who knows, maybe the sacrifice referred to the fact of the way of life. Maybe Abel in the Bible had a way of life that was more pleasing to God, and Cain's way of life was not. And so Cain therefore envied Abel's way of life and murdered him, etc.
The glory of the Lord.
But this is what brings me most. So just looking at the patterns of my sorrow, what I call my spiritual sorrow,
And of every
which is
race
coming from
shall
my spiritual awakening
walk
to divine love.
in the splendor
The pattern
of
of my
the
spiritual
Lord's
sorrow today moved on envy and the great loss of life it produces among us human beings.
Sing a new song to the Lord, his praise in the assembly of the faithful. Let Israel rejoice
Life.
in its Maker. Let Zion's sons exult in their King. Let them
What can be
praise his
more
name with dancing,
deserved
and make music
than
with
life?
timbrel and harp.
And when we have anything
For
in us that
the
takes
Lord
away
takes
life from
delight
others,
in
that
his
deny life to
people.
others,
He crowns the poor with salvation.
it's abysmally sad.
Let the
And I think the
faithful
Creator,
rejoice
and the
in their
sadness that I'm
glory.
experiencing,
Shout for joy and take their
is a
breath.
touch of the sadness of
Let the
God.
praise of God be
It's
on
just a
their
taste
lips,
of how
and
deeply,
the
deeply God
two-edged
is
sword
sad
in their hand,
at our envy.
to deal out vengeance to the nations, and punishment on all the
I
people,
mean,
to
could
bind
it
their
be that
kings in chains,
perhaps
and their nobles in fetters
as I
of
share things on
iron,
Facebook, as I share my family, as I
to
share
carry out the
good things that
sentence
are happening to me,
preordained?
could that envy have
His
triggered
honor is for all his
a psychic
faithful.
reaction of others which brought the evil of cancer
Gloria
upon me
patria
so
et
that I might suffer?
filio
I don't know.
et Spiritui
But it doesn't matter.
Sancto.
All that I would even
Sicut
forgive,
erat
all
in
that. It
principio
doesn't
et
matter.
nunc et semper
The only thing that matters is that we allow each other to live. Please, in your heart, allow your fellow human being to live. Bless the life of your fellow human being. Let's be thankful for life. Let's be generous with life. And it starts with our heart. Wish life. Amen.